Welcome back to They Did What? Your source for the internet's craziest, most entertaining stories, where I go over them, analyze them, and most certainly make fun of them. Today, going to go over a story titled, My Best Friend Never Disclosed That He Was Friends with Benefits with the Girl He Set Me Up With. I'm horrified. It's been 6 months, things between my girl and I are pretty serious, and now I feel gross. And big shout out to Joseph for sending me this story. And guys, this story is about a guy who, just like in the title, discovers after 6 months of falling in love with his girl that she was the friends of benefits with one of his bros, but neglected to mention that, as did his so-called friend. And quite alarming. And I might add, they were doing all sorts of things that, he doesn't even want to think about here. And I'm doing this one as an example, guys, that this guy, you're going to be not surprised, he's a typical nice guy. And just like nice guys, they do the two things I always say that nice guys do that separate them from the bad boys. A, they never check people that do them wrong, in this case, women. And number two, they always put people ahead of their needs, as this guy is going to do as well. And you can't be that way, guys. You have to reach a point that if people cross you, betray you, whatever it is, you have to cut them out of your life. The problem is, a lot of people, men and women, are so afraid of being alone and think so lowly of themselves that they'd rather be alone, and they'd rather have people around that treat them like crap than be alone. And you can't be that way, because otherwise you'll settle for people being a-holes and jerking you around. And of course, you gotta check them and cut them out of your life if, Anyhow, this guy, you're going to see exactly why I say the things I do with regards to the two main difference between bad boys and nice guys. But anyhow, and also this is not going to surprise you at all. So you have to be able to be that way, guys. And also, as always, you get involved with a gal, you need to do some digging about her history. Otherwise, you fall in love with a gal. And you're going to see, to no surprise, while she had no problem having friends with benefits, this guy here, she made him wait. They wait a long time to hook up with her, and that's what they do to rope you in to get control. So anyhow, you'll see what I'm talking about. He says, before meeting my current girlfriend, I've been single for a long time. I had some really rough relationships where we just didn't work, and it was very sad. I've been on the dating apps, and it was draining my will to date. Bro, get in line. Just horrible experiences. I felt like I was just making myself depressed. My best friend said he knew this girl who felt the same way about online dating. Had some really bad experiences and was perfect for me. Well, knowing what I know, define bad experiences. When the gals are having bad experiences from the online dating apps, that says something to me, because we all know darn well it is night and day easier for the gals on the dating apps than it is for guys, especially if they're good looking. We hit it off almost right away. Our first date was amazing. Our second date was amazing as well. We went from strangers to seeing each other twice a week. She has to put off the physical part of our relationship, and no joke, for 2 months we didn't have sex. Yeah, here's a question. The other guys that she met on the dating apps, and I want to know what dating apps they were, hint, hint, did they wait 2 months? Remember, gals do this to the nice guys. But we obviously know what's going to happen here with regards to his friend. Do you think that guy waited 2 months? This is what they do for the nice guys. They rope them in. We didn't have SCX until we went away for the first time. We were in a hotel room, and it was so awkward. Never have SCX for the first time when you were also staying at a hotel together for the first time. What? I've had many first ones at hotels and stuff like that. Come on, here on various vacations and trips and all that. So if I could do it, so can he or anybody else. Come on here. And how many guys have had their first experiences in a car or something? I think I hear sirens. It says here, we got into the groove, and I think we both say that we had a great SCX life afterwards. It's been 6 months. Things are going great. We had our first mini vacation together, and not long ago she told me that she loved me, and I quickly followed. Okay, I'll give him that. He waited for her to say it. That's a good thing. Cut to Sunday, and my friends and I are talking. My best friend is busting with the chops of another friend. It was all in good fun, but he made a joke that our other friend took a little too seriously, so as a retribution, he turned to me and told me that my best friend, the guy who introduced me to the girl I'm in love with, was not only her friends with benefits, but they had one last escort encounter before our first and second date. Whoa! I told you guys this is a messed up video here. His bro hooked up with a gal who had trouble dating online, and this is a gal he was regularly pounding. Are you freaking kidding me? and they kept this secret this entire time. He kept it, and he's in love with this girl. Now, who's worse, the girlfriend or the bro? The bro. I nearly threw up. I know she had a friends with benefits situation, and after our second date, she told me she wanted to hold off on the physical, but that was when she was done with the friends with benefits and wanted to know if I would do the same, be exclusive. Well, again, they went out on a date, and he was still doing her. What a fucking asshole. I didn't have a friends with benefits situation. I wasn't seeing anybody else, so I was cool with it. I wasn't super excited that she was with a different guy, but it was the past. She never brought it up again, and I was happy to never think about it again. Well, you got to think about those things. You got to dig. And what does it say about her? You really want that as your girlfriend? And she makes you wait. No, they make rules for the nice guys, and they break rules for the bad boys. Always. I told my buddy to drop the nuclear bomb. My friend could only mutter, "Dude," and got angry for being outed. He immediately texted my girl, who blew up my phone. My best friend's thoughts on the subject are, get over it. He was angry that our buddy outed him, but felt that it was funnier more than anything and tried to joke when we could share notes. This is why this guy is the friends with benefits type, because he's an asshole. And I agree. I guarantee he treats the girls just like this too, and so they're drawn to him. No, your friendship is over. This guy is a freaking douchebag. He doesn't care. He's just telling you to get over it. No. I love my friend, but he's gross. No, you love who you thought he was. He's an asshole. He has a natural charm and can get with women and sometimes convinces them to do gross things. Some Hershey Highway action, amongst many other things. Of course you say he's a natural charm, but he's a douchebag. He will share bits and pieces of his escapades, and I'm now convinced some of the things he shared must have been with my girl. He's got a huge dong, which is another blow, given I'm average, I think. How do you know he has a giant package? On one hand, he's fun and charming, but he openly admits that he likes his role as a friends with benefits and isn't looking for anything serious. So he's not too concerned with her pleasure or making her feel valued. Right, therefore, she'll spend more time trying to chase his validation. That's how it works. On the other hand, he's into some weird things. Oh, do tell. I haven't seen my girlfriend this week, and we are both very busy. She knows I learned about the background. She sent a long text on Sunday, and it's basically like, yeah, he and I banged. I'm now with you. Get over it. I'll see you Friday. As if they shouldn't have been done already. They're definitely done now. She doesn't care. The so-called friend tells him to get over it. Now the girls tell him to get over it. Guys, a woman that loves you and respects you isn't going to talk to you like that and say, get over it. Okay? Women that talk to guys like that, to their boyfriends that way, see them as beneath them. And that the guy's lucky to have them. So basically, don't piss me off. No, it's over. End of story. It's over with her, and it's over with that guy. But we're not done yet. I'm really kind of grossed out. The friend who outed the situation told me that I shouldn't get too upset, and another friend said it has all racial undertones. I really feel gross about it. My friend would occasionally mention things that he did and now, and I can't stop picturing it being my girlfriend. Some dudes might get off on that, others might be totally cool with it. I feel super awkward, inadequate, and gross. Yeah, it would have been one thing. Like, you can obviously have times where some guys, they've hooked up with a girl, and then their other friends hook up with her too, and they shared nothing but a piece of meat, end of story. But it's different here, where this girl wasn't a hookup for him. She was his actual girlfriend that he feels he's in love with, you know? She put on quite the show, but she's not girlfriend material, in my opinion. And she's also a liar and a deceiver. Now on for his update in this interesting little situation here. He says, thanks for everyone's advice. Definitely did not break up. Smack! What the hell's the matter with you? You didn't break up. Dude, are you kidding me? But listen to this. We're going to have White Knight Central here in a second. I couldn't go through with the breaking it off. I read all the comments and I had about 50 arguments with her in my head where I played both sides. Then I got ready to end it and dump her. But Wednesday she was informed that there had been a horrible tragedy that rocked her whole family and she was just beside herself. She was so upset that I had to call out of work and at the end of the week to go be with her. Nice guy central. Hang on. Rub the hands together. Smack, smack, smack. She was lying to you all this time. She was hooking up with your bro. And even before the second date, she was hooking up with your bro. And made you wait 2 months for the sex. And you find out about this, about her lying to you. And she says, get over it. Of course you should break up with her. And then you don't because you feel bad because there's something in her family. The situation was reversed. I guarantee you she wouldn't be holding up on you because she feels bad. But this is White Knight Central. And guys, what happens to white knights? They're taken advantage of, guaranteed. She begged me not to leave, so I told her I would stay. I worked in a field where I'm exposed to these kinds of issues on a regular basis and was able to help her family navigate some common issues and help them explain what happened. Yeah, she's going to forget about that in like 3 seconds. Her family is not really in a place to do anything right now, so I'm going to spend the rest of the weekend here as no one's eating or thinking clearly, and so they need some people who can help relieve some pressure. Dude, there are other people that can help. I don't know what profession you're in, obviously some kind of medical one, but even still. I had to call my friend because I didn't have some things I needed. So he went to my place, got everything, drove the 2 hours to bring it, and then offered to cover my shift on Monday so I can stay a bit longer. That's the kind of thing I meant when I said he was a good person. He'd drive 4 hours round trip to cover for you without expecting anything in return. Yeah, he'd drive 4 hours to cover for you while he's also banging your sister or your girlfriend or something like this. No, this guy is not your friend. You're just convincing yourself of that. Last night, the girlfriend was going to bring up the issue between us, but instead of having a difficult conversation, in the midst of these circumstances, I asked that we just drop it. She wanted clarity, and I asked that we ignore it and move on. Act like I never found out. She agreed to that. Smack. Oh, okay. Dude, you're never going to get this out of your head that your friend was banging your girl, and you're never going to get it out of your head the things he talks about he was doing with your girl. And I guarantee you, she isn't doing the same thing. Whatever gross things as you said he's doing with her, and I have a pretty good idea what that means, I guarantee you she isn't doing it with you because you're the nice guy she settles for. Chad and Tyrone get all the fireworks. You get the bare minimum. She's been in need of a lot of emotional support, and she has been really struggling, but throughout everything, she's taken time to tell me how much she loves and appreciates me, cares for me, and has thanked me repeatedly for helping out. Yeah, meanwhile, she's off sucking what's-his-names you-know-what. That's how it works. They'll tell you how much they need you and love you and care, but it's about the actions, not the words. I was helping her mom clean up from a meal, and she thanked me for all the help and told me some things my girlfriend confided in her. It was very sweet and aprios of nothing, whatever he meant by that. Her family's been incredibly welcoming and kind despite the circumstances and the fact that I only met them twice before all this. It's a little weird to go from being at dinner at a restaurant and a family birthday to sleeping in their daughter's room and helping them understand complex issues. Sounds like he likes the family. They've been welcoming to him, which is great because he is a good guy. He's just too nice, and he's a white knight. And a lot of guys get attached to a girlfriend's family, so it's hard to break it off with them when they certainly should. Although it's really weird and our issues feel a million miles away, I feel awkward about having considered breaking up with her. I've gone over a million times in my head. I'm not sure how long she'll need me here for or how long she intends to stay. So I guess I'm sleeping on her floor for a while. Does it suddenly not bother me? It still bothers me. Smack! You're sleeping on the floor. This is how nice guys are treated. How about you're staying over there to help the family, answer questions about whatever the hell this is. You can't get a couch. You're on the floor. That shows you what they think of you. Some people said that their behavior was inexcusable, and others said I was a dirtbag to bring it up. He means not the family, but his girlfriend and friend. I still feel like they lied to me. They did. They not only didn't disclose what their relationship was, it had been sexual, and they said they were just distant acquaintances. Neither ever mentioned the entire time we were dating in the early phase, and they had been going at it. Moreover, we had spent a lot of time together as a group, and they pretended to just be acquaintances. That feels really shitty to me. Really, really shitty. It is really shitty. But this guy, to me, clearly has serious self-worth issues, and therefore he allows people in his life to treat him like this because it's better than being alone. And he doesn't stand up for himself. And there are times in life, guys, when you have to cut people off and be alone for a while. Otherwise you'll take the table scraps, if you will, of people in your lives. I still feel weird about being with someone my friend was with. I feel weird that we both know her in that way. Dude, he knows your girl way more in that way than you do, my friend. And she knows him way more too. I feel weird that her past is a constant reminder when we're together. When my friend came with my stuff, they interacted for a brief moment and made a feeble attempt to get a lighthearted joke about it. It was awkward. I get that the whole time I get that on the whole they are entirely wrong for each other and we're just mutually bored. She wanted a relationship and was with him until the right one came along. Unfortunately for me, the right one was me, and she was with my friend. I still find it gross. It is, dude. You got better. 6 months you're with her. That's nothing. It really is. That's just when you're beginning to get serious and get to know somebody here. And you now know her true colors. You can't be with her. Come on, dude. Have some self-respect. But remember in the beginning how he said he has all these troubles with relationships and all this trouble dating. So it's gotten to the point that a girl pays attention to him, says I love you, the magic words, and he's in. Doesn't want to go back to being alone. But on the whole, I think I can get past the gross. No, you won't. You're always going to be thinking about it. I can get past the weird awkwardness. I've asked that this information never, ever, ever be shared with anyone who may not know. Dude, I guarantee a whole lot of people know and are talking. I've asked that my subject not be brought up again, and over text I asked my friend why he thought us hitting it off, knowing their history. He wasn't apologetic per se, more of I told you so kind of thing, but did explain his rationale. Now let's listen to the Chad and Tyrone's rationale. Oh no, he doesn't give that, my bad. I'm annoyed at my friend and annoyed at my girl, but she needs support, and so I need to put all the emotions away. Smack! What did you say there? I'm going to read it again, see if you guys can pick up on this. I'm annoyed at my friend and annoyed at my girl, but she needs support, so I need to put all of my emotions away. Translation, he's putting her ahead of himself, putting her needs ahead of himself. He's hurting, humiliated, and everything, but you know what? She needs me more, so I'm going to be the nice guy and not stand up for what I want or do what I want. What happens? I told you, two big differences between bad boys and nice guys. Nice guys will always put people before them and suffer the consequences and never check people that disrespect them. He's not truly checking her, the friend, because they're still hanging out, and he's putting her needs before him. Nice guy central. Do you think his friend here, his so-called well-endowed friend, would ever put another girl's needs before him? No. Do you think he would not check her if a girl was disrespecting him? No. See? That's why I do these stories. You see real-life examples of what I talk about. I feel gross, he uses that word a lot, and unhappy in some ways, but in others I realize that she and I have a great thing. We share a lot of goals and are aligned on so many things. I know she loves me, and I her. Dude, she's just telling you what we want to hear. What do her actions demonstrate? And by the way, women are masters at hiding who they are. They're masters at putting on a show. She's giving you exactly what she thinks you need. I know she loves me, I love her, blah, blah, blah. I'll get over the sausage size differential eventually, and hopefully she's not secretly harboring resentment that I'm not hung like a Clydesdale. Well, let's just say if a gal is, how can I put this delicately? If a gal has been many times serviced by Clydesdale size you-know-whats, it gets to the point for an average guy where it's like, I don't know, throwing a hot dog down the hallway. So long way of saying nothing changed. Proceeding as if I never found out and pushing my emotions down, best way to operate for me. Again, smack. Dude, end it. Stop being that nice guy. You're unhappy. You're never going to get this out of your head. You're never going to get out imagining her with him. And dude, if that's what she's hiding from you, I guarantee there's far more things. And if you're letting this go, she's going to think, whether on the surface or not, oh, I got away with this. What else can I get away with this guy? Because maybe if I cheat on him, which technically she was when they started, well, they were just a couple dates. They weren't exclusive yet. But regardless, she's devious. She's a liar. And this is not going to stop. People generally don't change. And this so-called friend of his is not a good friend. But some people have to learn the hard way. And I'm willing to bet you there'll be a update to this down the road. And never mind, I broke up with her because she's still hooking up with my Clydesdale-sized friend here. But we shall see. Alright guys, that is it for today. Be sure to comment down below and know what you think about this. Be sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe. I'll catch you next time.